Alright guys, we're gonna spam a whole bunch of confidants in this episode, and then next episode we're gonna check out the palace. We're assuming that we're only gonna be able to go in...
until Haru awakens, or we'll run into something that Haru has to do at her father's house. Like,
I'm sure the first one's gonna be Haru actually awakening.
I would hope so.
We really don't want to have to do what we did last time.
We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
Oh yeah, I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm We Squared.
You wouldn't let me say that last time!
Well, we got to say it this time.
I don't want to hear your excuses.
Don't give me no back mouth. Stab. So the play that this Czech playwright wrote...
What do you think the Phantom Thieves are going to do about Okumura?
is an important work in the history of literature for being the first to use the word robot.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Duh, make him have a change of heart. These corrupt corporations should just go bankrupt.
Hey, you're in class right now. Quit talking about Okumura and the Phantom Thieves.
But current events, teacher!
Jeez, Nakamura-kun, you were listening at least, right?
I'll always listen to you, teacher. Besides, all this Phantom Thieves talk bores me.
Answer this question.
The word robot didn't come from English, so what country did it come from? Czechoslovakia, you just told us, right?
It's just that Czechoslovakia broke up. But just because the guy's Czech well, at the time it was Czechoslovakia! I don't want to talk about Eastern Europe!
That's right! It originated from Czechoslovakia, a European country. I suppose the question was a little obscure.
Not really.
The word robot comes from the Czech word robota. Robota actually means slave labor. I didn't know that! Of course you did, you robot nerd!
Yes! Really?
How it was robots, David!
Robots! How did we already get knowledge maxed? I felt like we haven't done anything with it.
We're just that good.
Oh, I was thinking we would never be able to get the stats done because knowledge was in the way. Oh, Kawakami.
Robots, save us again.
Oh, robots. Oh, all my study of Eastern Europe. The reason that I stayed quiet there was I didn't want to regurgitate a whole lot of interesting stuff that I studied in college. Ah, happiness.
Existing only for slave labor, even from the origin of their name, robots are pitiful. Well, you could argue we're not too different ourselves, having to keep working in order to live.
That's why we should build giant robots that don't have intelligence that we use as combat vehicles to wreck the world and consume it in the flames of war.
Nakamura-kun?
Ah, I just like robots, alright?
Robots are cool, man.
Alright.
Okie dokie, let's get started on this promise list.
Oh yeah, I remember the promise list.
The first one is, go somewhere with lots of people. Ooh, I've got the perfect place! The beach! We've already been to it!
Yeah, you've already taken care of this several times.
Akihabara Wars, Revenge of the Futaba!
Oh, what a great sounding movie!
You're going to Akihabara? Be careful out there.
It won't end up like last time, which is probably why she wants to do it.
Right.
Thus, Revenge of the Futaba!
Hey.
Hey, did you see that tablet earlier? Whoever drew that picture was a real pro. Not as good as Inari, though. He's got a particularly pervy view on art.
Yeah, I've noticed!
Whoa, what's going on? Loud noises!
There's a super limited sale at the PC section!
3 terabytes for only 500 yen? What a steal! That is a steal, Jesus!
That is, in fact, stealing! That's gonna sell out in seconds!
Oh god! And she got swept away!
But fortunately, phones exist.
Mayday! Mayday! I'm trapped in the home appliance kingdom. The 3 terabyte war rages on outside.
You're doing fine.
There's just so many people.
You're doing just fine.
I don't know if I can last much longer. I'm like a third their size.
Oh no! The call was cut!
You must rescue Futaba. Oh, no, she's fine.
You were just messing around.
There you are. You
did fine. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I was about to go there, then you just appeared out of nowhere. Because you did it on your own.
Oh, thanks. I didn't think I was going to see you until the end of time.
It had been like 2 minutes.
But then I thought about you while I was wandering around the store, and BAM! A wild Jiro appeared! Really, she's the one who appeared.
It was you! You wild, wandering, random encounter, you!
Did you summon me?
Well, no.
Wait a tick, I just finished a promise. Go somewhere with lots of people.
See, you even got swept away. You were able to keep yourself together. You made a lot of jokes. See, you're fine.
Well, am I awesome or what?
You're awesome.
It's all 'cause of the 3 terabyte war, though. Oh, and 'cause you brought me here. I, Futaba Sakura, hereby thank thee.
Nice to see you're having fun. That was really happy.
Right? I don't know, though. I panicked hard when I was soloing that dungeon. I think not being with you is kind of scary, Jiro.
No.
Alright then, I'm gonna add another goal to my list. Be okay without you being around.
Well, you really shouldn't be too dependent on me, so yes.
It might be a long quest line, but I'll finish it someday.
All you gotta do is grind your social stats. Get your guts up.
Eat large burgers. Phew, I'm tired. Hey, something unbelievable just happened. It's so surprising, I don't even know where to begin.
Ah, yes. Some time has passed after a certain trip.
There's something I want to ask you about as well. You'll request me today, won't you?
I sure will, because, darn it, it would have been nice to be able to get this scene before we went to Hawaii, but it's the way it goes. But I bet she's going to be very, very happy.
I'm so glad you requested me. I have big news. Takase-kun's guardians came to my house today and apologized to me. They told me I won't have to send any more money, and that they'll return everything I paid them.
Really?
Whoa!
Can they do that?
I don't know! It's like they're completely different people. Like what happened with Mr. Kamoshida. Hey, you wouldn't be...
I am neither confirming nor denying.
Anyway, it's such a relief.
Yeah, I think she might have this figured out.
They apologized about Takase-kun and admitted that what they did was terrible. They even told me that I am a good teacher.
Because you are. I mean, I'm extremely happy for you. This is the way that things needed to be.
And so I decided to really quit my part-time job. Made today. I messed that up. I'm a teacher. I've been talking to my boss about it ever since I was hospitalized.
That's fantastic. You don't need to do it anymore.
It took a while to work out who would cover my shifts. I didn't want to inconvenience anyone.
Well...
Now I can finally make a fresh start as a teacher. I can take care of my students and earn their trust. That's the ideal teacher I aspire to become.
You'll be more energetic and should have a lot more enthusiasm and just generally be happy.
And won't be killing herself.
The curse that has been hanging over her life has been dispelled, and I cannot imagine how she could be any happier.
I bet I'll be an old woman by the time I achieve my dreams.
Ow!
Why would you say that?
Nonsense!
Yeah, you're right. I'm still within the demographic age range of what's considered young.
That's a very technical answer, Teach.
It's like something she said to herself many times while looking in the mirror.
For God's sake, she's young!
I know. I was always able to rely on you, Master. You helped me come to a lot of realizations because you were such a good listener because you never talk.
I also yelled at everybody who got in your way.
Thanks again. Oh crap.
Thank you for using our service.
Okay, seriously, just... I don't care if you come back wearing the maid outfit or not, but you really need to not look like that at me. Like, ever again, please.
Today marks the day I graduate from being your maid.
Okay, just to make sure, we did go ahead and look it up. when the split is, because we don't want to get that one wrong.
Right.
Because if we missed a romantic split, then we don't get anybody, and we'd have to choose somebody else.
And the whole voting system would just be complete sham.
Well, yeah, it would be Makoto at that point.
I guess you're right.
It would have to be. Anyway, otsukare-sama desu!
Thank you for your hard work as a master.
That's right, I am your master. Rank 9, I'm so happy!
Just one more.
So,
At any rate, what are you going to do once I stop coming here?
Call you on the phone and ask you to come do my laundry for 5,000 yen?
Can you handle the cleaning on your own? I'm pretty worried about the state this place is in.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time to spend in my room, unlike every other high school student ever.
I feel like you don't put much thought into your diet either.
Don't ask me how many calories I consume at Big Bang Burger.
I haven't eaten in 3 days.
Besides, won't you be lonely?
Well, you should totally keep coming. Okay?
I take it you get lonely easily. But you shouldn't say stuff like that so casually, okay? Some women may misunderstand your intentions.
Well, about those intentions...
Giving someone the wrong idea, it's a sinful act, you know.
It's been a long time, and I ain't gonna comment on it, but I mean what I say. We ended up choosing you, Kawakami. I guess I should call you by your first name now.
Do you understand what you're saying?
That you'll be sent to jail because I might be below the age of consent. Actually, I don't know what the age of consent in Japan is. I know it varies from, like, prefecture to prefecture.
This situation isn't normal. I'm a teacher, and you're my student, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm a second year. You don't have to wait that long. It'll be fine. Oh my god! I'm a master!
No,
You're a
no.
maid! Is not the way I'm going to answer that. But if you think I'm reading that line, you're nuts. I have pride.
Whoa! Hold on! Wait, so what? No way! Wait, that's not what I mean by no way, but what? Wait, okay.
I like how she's freaking out.
Time! I need more time! I mean, you're both a student and a master, and while I'm a teacher and a maid, this doesn't make sense!
I see I have completely fried your brain. Fortunately, my knowledge is a 5, so I don't need you anymore.
Right? Let's save this discussion for next time, okay?
Okay.
That seems fair.
Her response was delayed. Just like my reading that line.
I'm going to head home now.
Again, it's really awkward to commentate things like that, so I'll just leave it as a joke. Really? I bet you're waiting for me to say something witty about, who could that be at this hour?
I bet you're waiting for me to say, it's your boy!
Well, we'll do neither! Hey, I've been thinking of going to the electronics store in Akihabara tomorrow. Are you into that stuff, Nakamura? Oh yeah, you probably need all sorts of tools like that for your Phantom Thieves work.
Nah, just make them in my room.
Well, how about it? It'd be the perfect way to spend the day off. Obviously Mishima has no points to offer,
And, yeah.
but we'll run into somebody.
You're right. Someone else will get points.
After much thought, we have decided to leave the dude hanging. This way we'll be able to see if it's actually advantageous or not. We'll do the scene so you guys can see it, but we may not actually want to keep it. Sorry, man. You're just stuck waiting on my every word. But now that we really feel like we actually have a serious shot at being able to finish all the confidants up,
Right?
then I really don't want to waste any time if we don't have to. All right. Let's hang out in Akihabara.
Yay!
Besides, we just bought that laptop. That will give us more proficiency. With proficiency, we'll be able to... So you know how heroes usually have the most cutting-edge gadgets, especially in something that's sort of like spy-y, fifi, which I feel is somewhat relevant here?
You mean like Batman?
Don't you think you should have something like that? Like, as a modern-day hero?
Sure, direct me to the grappling hooks.
Grappling hook would be pretty good. I mean, look...
I don't think they make those, Damon.
Well, what about like a taser or something? Stun gun?
I probably get that, yeah.
Probably get a
but
stun gun.
how would that translate into mementos? Like, would it
I
turn
don't
into a
care.
lightning cannon?
We could have stun gunned Fiancé the Evil that way.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah, so what do you got in mind, though? You know, like a hidden camera? Or maybe a wiretap?
I don't think that would really help us in our Phantom Thieves endeavors.
Come to think of it, I really don't know how you do what you do, so... I guess those are more for spies than for heroes.
It depends on your definition.
You know, wouldn't it be super cool to complete your missions with top secret technology? Like
Look,
a powered suit?
my persona is like an ancient book of knowledge. What do you want? And a UFO.
Who is that? I've never met this person. And then I could become your sidekick and support you.
Come, fanboy, we go to fight crime.
Your sidekick. That would be so cool.
What the?
The last person I expected to see here.
Nakamura-san, what are you doing here?
What? No way! Are you the famous fortune teller, Chihaya-chan? I know, because I always hung out like 25 feet away from you, because I was totally creeping on you back in Shinjuku. I didn't say that.
Yes, that's me.
Why? How? Where did you meet her? You know Chihaya-chan? I knew you were amazing. I'm not a member of that cult, though, I'm just saying.
Anyway, Nakamura-san, do you know where they sell TVs? My CRT stopped working. I think it's broken.
You don't need a CRT TV, do you? CRT? The famous fortune teller still uses old... I mean, you must take good care of your things.
Is this creepy guy your friend?
Yep.
That's not it. He seems like more of a fanboy rather than a friend.
Oh, you didn't have to say that to his face! What? Really? You can tell just by looking at me?
I didn't use any special powers for that.
That I'm not his friend? I'm going to go commit suicide! Can you even see my future?
No, I can't. At least not without my tarot cards anyway. But I do keep a careful eye on my clients, so I can predict lots of things just by observing people. But what is it about Nakamura-san that makes you such a fanboy, though?
He can change hearts!
What?
Well, she knows that. Oh, no, well actually, Nakamura is really knowledgeable about consumer electronics, that's it. He knows everything. I respect him.
Then he pulls out his cricket and starts tapping on it. Oh, is that so? What great timing then. Could you help pick out a new TV for me?
Well, as it turns out, I also have a CRT TV, so I actually know a few things about them. Sorry, Nakamura. I can recommend one. The model I use.
Yay, you're so dependable. Well then, let's look for the TV section.
Well, that was sort of out of nowhere.
Right?
Wait for me! I've got a slink behind you! Poor Mishima.
Yeah.
Look! Mishima's my friend, darn it! Yay, Sojiro!
Finally.
Phew, I'm wicked full.
Wicked full? That doesn't even make sense. You kids and your slang.
How was the curry, Futaba?
Delicious. I'm gonna be dreaming of that stuff tonight.
I haven't dreamed of curry in a long time.
Did it taste the same as you remember it?
Yep, I felt like a dummy for not wanting to eat it back when I was depressed about my mom.
That's right, by God! Besides, that was more or less her scientific recipe for that curry.
Right?
Oh yeah! The first episode of this brand new anime I want to watch is airing tonight. I'm out of here!
Eyes in front when you walk, huh? No spacing out.
I like how the main thing he's concerned about is that she's looking where she's going.
Yeah. You ran headfirst into a pole last time you went for a walk.
Because it's apparently warranted.
Well, you stubbed your toe on the dresser the other day. Oh crap, it's gonna start! Making like a leaf and screw it, bye!
Dun 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 dun.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Or she just slowly walks off. It really does feel like a family around here, though, doesn't it?
Right?
It's like in Persona 4. Man, I just always
Yeah.
wanted to hang out with the family because it was nice.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to get that here.
Huh. She thought it was delicious.
Of course she did, boss.
And what about you?
Your curry is amazing. I am addicted.
Really? I guess you have pretty good taste if you can understand how incredible that curry is.
Curry is so good!
Now then, there's probably something I should tell you. Here, take a seat. I'll pour you some coffee.
That's pretty excellent already, even if you don't tell me anything else. You told me to sit down and drink coffee. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
Remember how I said the recipe for this curry was developed by a scientific genius?
Yeah, I'm betting your name was Wakaba Ishiki?
You might have realized by now, but that genius was Futaba's mother, Wakaba.
Yep.
In other words, that curry is one of the last remaining connections Futaba has to her mom. I first met Wakaba back when I was doing work for the government. Shady work. She was real trouble, let me tell you.
And I bet you made some mean cups of coffee for some spies or something.
Logic prevailed over emotion for her, and she had an intricate knowledge of the human mind. I thought my pickup lines were the best in town, but not a single one worked on her.
That's why she was the one you were interested in.
Right?
Oh, that hurts. She was like Futaba, wasn't she?
You could say that. It was never clear what she was thinking, so I had a hard time trying to keep up with her.
Yeah, she was just like Futaba, yeah.
Men are idiots, though. We spent our time chasing after things we can't get. Wakaba rejected me time and time again, but there was one instance I managed to surprise her, and that was when I gave her a plate of my homemade curry. The very next day, she came asking all about the ingredients and what goes into the cooking process. Then just a few days later, she handed me a scientifically enhanced version of my recipe.
Isn't that kind of insulting in a way? Except that it was probably really good.
It was incredible. She had used my curry as the basis, but it was miles better than anything I made.
Well, she took your proof of concept and then, adjusted the sliders to make the effect have, the highest possible deal. But if it weren't for your curry in the first place, she wouldn't have been able to make it so good.
Curry was Wakaba's specialty from then on. Naturally, Futaba grew to love it in no time as well.
Is there anybody in Japan that doesn't like curry?
But then after Wakaba's accident, Futaba stopped eating it entirely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The flavor would make her remember the pain. I've heard even smells can bring back memories too. But that curry was the only point of connection I had with Futaba. That's why when I took her in, I vowed to keep this recipe alive until she could eat it again.
That's really awesome.
Right?
I mean, on the one hand, I kind of want to say this, but doesn't it also
That sounds
seem kind of sarcastic?
Yeah, it's kind of sarcastic. I think that one.
It really did pay off in the end. This is the least patronizing option. Maybe the others aren't, but they seemed like they could be.
Yeah, it felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders when she said it was delicious.
Awesome. Hey, I mean, at this point, you're her dad, and you've basically always been her dad.
Yep. The whole idea of pairing the curry with a nice brew is thanks to Wakaba's refinement too. Despite how introverted she seemed, she was extraordinarily perceptive of the people around her.
Interesting.
I never even told her about my love of coffee. She figured it out just from looking at me.
Either that or you smelled like coffee a lot, but probably the first, yeah.
That was when I realized she was totally out of my league. Not like I really stood a chance to begin with, though. She already had Futaba by then, after all. This might seem like any old curry to most people, but there's tons of emotions crammed inside. So, make sure you keep the tradition going.
Dad!
It's passing the torch.
That's really awesome. I don't know, we pretty much just read it all straight, but that's because it's real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Warm fuzzies, you know? I'm really curious about Jino's parents.
All right.
And what is it about Sojiro that makes people who aren't related to him and are just his friends want to entrust their children to him? Because Jino's parents were regular customers, you know?
That's true. He just admits paternalism. All right, that's enough of this for tonight. Things are getting downright sappy in here.
Yeah, they really are.
Futaba's waiting for me at home too, so I should probably be heading back.
Rest is on you.
Make sure you clean up before you go to bed.
After that delicious curry and a great cup of coffee, you bet.
Oh, my heart. Swoon!
Oh, my heart! Swoon!
Aren't they a bit late this time? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
Yeah, they can take down Okumura easy. They work on our schedule, not their own.
Everyone's incompetent.
Those phantom thieves need to hurry up and deal with Okumura.
Not just him, but all companies that exploit their employees. Fix every problem in the world for us.
Yeah, we're in trouble too, you know. Take out one, you gotta take them all out. It's only fair.
Why are they raking us over the coals? It's just like that one commentator said, that so many expectations are going to be placed on us and there's no way we can meet them, so then we'll become the enemy of the public.
Aw, during Mr. Hiruta's class. Hey, what's Akechi up to?
We were just talking about this.
He's been suspiciously absent this arc?
Exactly that. He has been suspiciously absent after all those scenes in the beginning.
He's in hiding now that everyone's turned against him.
No, it's not quite like that. Public opinion has truly flipped between him and us, but I doubt he's given up. And if we don't hurry, the public will turn against us next.
There are already signs of that. Then let's move! We can't go wasting our popularity.
It's gotten so big it's outside of our control or even our hands.
Right?
Would it even if we got Okumura as fast as possible, who would the next target be clamored for, you know? I'd like to stop my father as well, for everyone's sake.
Considering Haru's circumstances, we must follow through with this.
And we will! Soon!
We promise. Do you believe us?
Well, we have to. We don't have a... Oh my god! It's like school goes on forever!
Therefore, in this context, the nuance of the idiom is the complete opposite. I saw a lot of errors on the previous test, so please be more careful in the future.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, no sleeping in class? Today's exams will be on your entrance exam. Examples, so make sure you know them.
What's up with Kawakami?
She usually looks so tired.
I talked to her this morning about my future, and she was super polite. Friendly, even.
Yeah, I know what you mean. She even gave me advice about my girlfriend.
Yes.
Yes! Indeed. That's good to see.
Yes. Now that all the weight's off her shoulders, she's getting to follow her passion.
Time to do some old-fashioned breaking and entering.
Yeah, we left you hanging for a month and a half? Surely somebody has come by and opened the... yeah, whatever. I believe something here may help me paint the way I used to. However, the door appears to be jammed. What shall we do, Gino? I sure hope we get to gain proficiency by picking the lock that we needed proficiency for.
I hope so. That would make sense, right?
That would be convenient.
Yeah.
Gino, you're capable of fixing this door? You never cease to amaze me, but now that I think about it, you have no hobbies and no free time.
Takes out a hammer.
Let us be off.
No, that's why he needed the proficiency, see? Let us head inside.
I see.
The police indeed confiscated everything.
Makes sense.
You know, I lived here not long ago, yet it feels almost like the distant past at this point. Being here has brought back memories, though. Whenever I acted out of line, I was made to sit calmly in this corner. And over there was a bookshelf, filled to the brim with various tomes. It contained art compilation books for the most part, but there were a few manga tucked away as well. At times, I would take a break from my art to hide and read them. This is also where we would gather to eat when the atelier still had a large pupil count. Sensei is particularly fond of salty food, so... Sensei, what am I saying? Why do I still treat him as my mentor? How long will I allow him to control my life?
Well, surely there's... even after everything, there's still some degree of connectivity of him being your master. Like your father.
He raised Yusuke.
Yeah.
Yusuke doesn't hate himself.
Right?
It doesn't justify anything that Madarame did.
Not at all.
I mean, he basically murdered Yusuke's mother.
Right?
But at the end of the day, can you really hate the person that raised you into who you are? I mean, can you hate them completely?
Right.
And that's okay to not hate him.
Yeah.
Are you okay, man? Yes. My apologies. The truth of the matter is, I used to paint in this room, and I did it simply for the joy of painting. No matter what I took as my subject, my hands would move of their own accord to capture its essence. But back then, I only saw the superficial beauty of the world. I could not see the grime beneath. After learning the truth behind Madarame's actions, though, everything changed. I strove to fight back against the newfound ugliness I saw, to display my talent to those who mocked me. I needed to do whatever it took to validate my artistic ability. In that search for meaning, darkness took hold of me.
What could this be?
Ultimately, I began to emulate that which I had so deeply despised in Madarame. Yeah, that's pretty interesting that he sort of accidentally began to turn into Madarame.
Right.
You know, Boss told me something very interesting when I was staying with you that one night at LeBlanc. He said he didn't believe Madarame took me in for my skill alone.
And he would know something about that.
I suppose now that... Yeah, he would!
Right?
I mean, dad meter... like, dad senses tingling. Dude was a dirtbag. But... I suppose now that I think about it, there would be no way to know whether or not I would have been talented.
I mean, hell, Iwai was a Yakuza thug.
Yeah. Why is there so much dadness? Like, really?
That's a good question.
Huh.
I refuse to comment on it. All things considered.
I'm going to think on this for a while. Jito, why do you think Madarame decided to take me in?
I would say that one.
That has to be the truth.
Yeah, because there's no way he would know that.
You can't.
For sure, he would have the skill of his mother.
Everything is complicated, and people can do things for the wrong reasons and the right reasons. People can do bad things. I'm sorry, I said can. People do do bad things and good things in totality. No person is completely good. None.
Right.
And no person is completely bad. That doesn't ever justify anybody's bad.
Right.
But it doesn't wipe out the good. So... So we return to matters of the heart yet again.
Seems to be a running theme with this game.
It truly is a mysterious beast. Even after learning the ugliness of his true nature, a part of me still believes in my former mentor. I simply cannot come to terms with the stark dualities presented to me. The humble house and that loathsome palace. The kind teacher and the fiendishly deceptive artist. It seems even the workings of my own heart are inexplicable. What then of my search for pure beauty?
Hello? Is someone there? I'm coming in.
This is a problem.
Could that be the police?
I was wondering who could have been in here.
Hey, you remember him?
Yeah, he's the art critic.
Yeah, the one who actually, he shot down Yusuke brutally, but Yusuke then wanted to impress him afterwards. You're the man from the exhibition.
I like to slink around this house. I mean, indeed, thank you for our conversation back there.
Why do you slink around this house? But never mind, I guess it doesn't matter that much.
More importantly, though, why are you here? I couldn't help but notice the door was open on my way home from work.
Ah, I see, that's why you came in.
Are you perhaps still caught in your slump?
How do you know about that?
I know a great deal about you, Yusuke-kun. You've made a name for yourself by patenting your work after the beautifully detailed Sayuri. But that painting at the exhibition was quite different from that. Have you begun trying out new styles? If you'd like, I can advise you. Materials, themes, etc. You seem as though you could use a helping hand right now. Most of your painting was done while living in this residence, correct? Your current lack of patron must be what is holding you back.
And for an artist, that really matters.
That's true. Please, take my card. I've made a living investing in promising young artists like yourself, Yusuke-kun.
Why, what's that? As soon as we begin to notice the giant amount of father in Persona 5 and discussing Yusuke's father figure, another father figure appears!
Dadsona.
It kind of is Dadsona. Director of the Japanese Art Support Foundation, Akiko Kawanabe. But why have you chosen me? You criticized me so harshly back at the exhibition.
Because I feel you have talent. Now my foundation can provide you an environment that will allow you to focus on developing your skills. If such a lifestyle interests you, we can talk further at a later date. As for today, I have business I must attend to, but I hope to hear from you soon. I can go away.
Yes.
What a normal person, except for that whole habit he has of saying his name and away as he leaves rooms. The Japanese Art Support Foundation.
Jess!
What is it with you and acronyms?
I don't know, man.
My opportunity may have finally arrived. And it was all because you opened that door for me. It seems good luck is simply a characteristic of yours.
Because it's not conversation.
You have my thanks, leader. Thinking about it, and I'm not going to ramble on for a long time, but the Dadsona revelation, I suppose it's kind of like the difference, my thinking on this thematically is that Persona 5, has authority as a major theme, like rejection of a corrupt authority.
Right.
Whereas like the father figures are sort of like a soft, more positive authority. So it's sort of like a contrast between hard authority and soft authority, and good authority and bad authority.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that.
But I can't say anything except that babble, 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 babble. Babble, 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 babble. I can't believe you didn't stop me through that. Final Kawakami event. Let's do it.
I need to talk to you about something serious. I'm not a maid anymore, but I still want to go to your place today. Are you free? Why, yes, indeed.
I better be after you send me a message like that.
Yes! That's hilarious.
It feels weird being here dressed in a normal outfit.
I was about to say the same thing. So thinking about it further, talking about themes, because we hadn't really discussed that in a long time. The big theme with Kawakami is kind of time, and it's like what we've done for her basically means she has reclaimed her time.
Right.
And like that time aspect, like even her age, which is not a problem, youth fetishists. But even the fact that she's concerned about her age is sort of a concern about lost time,
Well, I'm completely done with that part-time job.
Congratulations. Do you miss it a little bit? Just a little?
Oh, and my students. I've been giving them all a lot of advice.
Are you about to break down? Because you sound like you're about to break down.
So, about that talk we had?
Now she's just nervous about this.
Yeah, probably.
About whether or not we should date.
Go on.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Really?
I really thought it through, though, I was so happy.
And this is super awkward, not gonna lie.
Right.
When you shared your feelings the other day, I finally realized how I felt. But I'm a teacher, and you're my student.
Let me be the teacher of love.
Oh my god, don't ever say that again! No!
That's the wrong thing.
It doesn't matter.
You're in a tricky situation as it is. If we get caught, suspension would be just the beginning.
Well, what about waiting? I mean, you've waited a long time for other stuff, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I'm restraining myself because you're so special to me.
It is true that this would further be another scandal for Shujin. I mean, heck, at this point, Shujin is so scandal-ridden that, like some kid pushes another one in the hallway and it can make the news. And this would be really bad for Jito. It's not like it's a crime, but he'd be the victim of a crime,
I guess.
perhaps. I don't know about age of consent and stuff, but
I'd say don't worry about it.
I don't know though. It probably doesn't matter at this point.
I would hope. It would really suck if we
messed it up at the end,
right?
I doubt it. That seems like a more natural response to me.
Yeah.
as opposed to irresponsibility.
Right.
Like the, how can you actually not care about this? This is serious. But this is what you get because, I mean, we're a good deal older than Jiro. You are a very responsible person, Teach.
No, I'm not. Considering the feelings I have for you. Why are you so okay with this? Now I feel dumb for trying to back away.
Well, to be fair, I am a young teenage boy, so I mean...
I had every intention of saying goodbye to you. Oh, fine.
The most romantic line ever!
That's a special relationship, yeah.
Oh, fine. May as well.
Why would you like a woman like me? You're a high school student with strange tastes.
Well, I'm not a high school student, so there. You seem pretty ideal to me.
Right?
Or is that the sort of thing a member of the Phantom Thieves is into?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, pretty much. So how long have you known? Although, that's a pretty obvious answer to that question, isn't it?
That whole thing with Takase-kun's guardians worked out way too good for me.
Didn't it? And it sure was the right thing to do, wasn't it?
Ain't you glad?
And you're the only one who knew about my situation.
And it's not like it was posted on the fan site after all.
You got me.
Yeah, you got me, Teach.
I haven't lived this long without learning a thing or two, you know.
Experience.
I've noticed.
Don't worry. I have no intention of telling anyone.
I mean, especially if we're gonna be dating. Come on.
There are a lot of stories about the Phantom Thieves, but in the end, they help people like me, right?
Right.
That's so you. I just thought you were a problem child with a criminal record, but now I know better. I'll support you 100%.
Squee.
You're not just a student to me. You're someone special who helped me realize my path as a teacher. A new path where I'll never abandon any of my students.
I'm really glad.
Yeah.
Really glad. Oh!
Saying I'll make sure of it kind of seems to take some of the agency away from her.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the least response.
I'm looking forward to it, Sadayo.
Right?
There's no point at this stage!
And for you.
Rank 10!
Thou art
I wonder what the rank 10 or what the ultimate temperance persona is. I can't remember what it was from 4.
Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of temperance, granting thee infinite power.
I can't wait till we can start making some of these guys.
Yeah. And reclaiming a couple extra days is pretty awesome.
Yep!
Or extra evenings, rather.
Right.
Alright, Teach, now that we're dating, I'll never talk to you again! I'm not sure, actually. We'd be calling her to do stuff. There's that, at least.
Yeah, it is kind of awkward how you've suddenly... Like,
formed this, like, unbreakable bond with someone who's just like, don't got time for you anymore.
All right.
Arda.
Jinx.
Life really is a roller coaster, isn't it?
Of love. Roller coaster. Of ooh. Okay, I'll stop.
What on earth happened to you?
That was Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I went from being a teacher to being a maid to dating a high school student.
Well, you're still a teacher.
So, as someone who went from being my master to my boyfriend, do you have any requests for me?
No comment.
I'll obey them, you know, even though I'm no longer a maid.
Oh my.
You totally don't have to wear the maid outfit anymore. I mean, unless you really want to, but...
I'm not gonna stop you.
It's cool, you really don't have to. Okay, I don't know about this guy, but I'm not gonna stop you.
Huh.
In this case, I think I want to rely on you as the better answer.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't want to surrender her own agency, you know? And
right.
this respects the rather obvious can't-be-missed fact of she's older and is in a position of authority.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna read that out loud.
Oh, fine. Here, by all means.
Oh, may as well. Oh, fine.
Lap pillow.
So romantic.
You act your age when it comes to stuff like this.
Hey, don't look down on the lap pillow.
Looks are so deceiving. I thought you were one of those shy guys who didn't pursue women.
Hey, pursue me, lady!
I gotta hold myself back.
Can I stay with you a little bit longer today?
Yeah, we gotta see. What the hell, dude? We gotta see if the awkwardness is going to last. I want a burger with eyes. Sort of reminds me of Super Mario Odyssey.
I don't.
I don't really want a burger with eyes, but I'm gonna get it anyway.
Huh.
Well, after eating 79 hamburgers, you know, he probably can't get them out of his brain on account of them being stacked up so high they touch it.
Fused with his DNA.
You bastard!
What the? You made the same mistake last time. What are you doing? Don't you get it? You can't just shoot all over the place. This is called training when I just yell and abuse you.
The king's so awesome at that game.
Yeah, but he's got such a bad attitude. It's like he's bipolar.
I wonder how long that high school is going to be able to keep up.
No, not like that!
All this training is Gino just getting experience. You haven't gotten better at all. When are you gonna learn? You suck. Well, it's really late. Thanks to you taking so long to figure it out.
Praise would be encouraging.
Yeah, praise is good, kid. You're kind of a simpleton, huh?
Hey,
I've always been good at shooting games, but I absolutely never want to lose at gun about. So I guess I tend to get all heated up about it.
As a shooter, I can kind of understand that. It's time for all the elementary school kids to go home.
But what do you mean?
Yeah, I guess saying as a shooter doesn't really, is kind of the, as someone who's a fan of shooters, I can kind of understand that.
Just like the desire not to lose at things you like?
Yeah,
or something
kind of that.
Beyond that? Yeah, okay.
Do you understand, little boy?
Shut up.
Do I need to call your mom?
Fine, I'll leave, alright?
What a rude employee.
You okay, man? I just don't want to go home.
Is it something about your dad?
Man! Okay, so can't really be nice to him and can't really be sarcastic with him.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. My house is so boring. No one's ever there. There's never anything to do. Adults and high schoolers are all so lucky. They get to play all night long.
That's you!
Having that much time helps you get stronger. I wish I could play all day instead of going to school. I'd never lose another game. I need to get really strong, like the Phantom Thieves.
I guess the top one?
You know, that's a good point. That's what he's talking about, is
Yeah.
strength. So this way it would get his impression of their strength.
Yeah.
So tell me about how the Phantom Thieves are strong. Are you kidding? They're so strong that nobody can defeat them.
Please, praise me some more.
I believe in the Phantom Thieves and their strength. I mean, that seems patronizing.
Yeah.
It would be kind of amazing if we failed to get a single note, wouldn't it?
Maybe they're more than strong? Or would that be kind of tooting your own horn a bit too much? Because I think like saying they're more than strong kind of implies there's more to them than strength.
Well, yeah, absolutely it does, but is that really what he wants to hear?
That's a good point. Well, we don't know what he wants to hear. He's a freaking kid.
Yeah, okay, some people understand children a bit more, but, I mean, you have to get to know them as people. Not like some midget robot like you appear to think they are. I'll let the thieves know. Remember, kid, I know the thieves.
thank you.
Hey, that'd be great. Thanks.
Okay, apparently he just wants you to fan bat him.
Seriously, though, I can't stop thinking about that employee. He was super annoying, huh? If he says something again, I just might have to use that move on
Or I
him.
kick him in the shins and then run.
The one I taught you, remember? You should use it sometime. I'm interested in where this is going, but I don't really know what to make of it. Although, an automatic all-out attack after ambushing seems pretty convenient.
I'm interested in Curse Hospitalium in the background there.
Well, it's just a move in the game, so it won't work against actual people. I mean, you shouldn't be shooting people. I wish it did. Then I'd be strong in real life. I need to be able to win in real life. I'm gonna head home.
You'll get there, kid. I mean, geez.
Man, poor kid. Just don't really know what to make of Shinya yet, though.
Right?
Well!
Why, hello there.
There haven't been any mental shutdown cases lately, right?
Guys, I can't talk about it right now. Good thing we're texting. Not since Okumura took first place in the rankings.
And I guess they don't know that Kawakami really was Kawakami! Kobayakawa was really a mental shutdown case, and not a suicide. Right. Perhaps the culprit behind them is being cautious due to the success we've had recently. Or they're leading us into a trap.
So it's because of us! Damn, I'm glad we're famous! But it's highly probable they'll become active again. Especially if they think the Phantom Thieves aren't actively attempting to do anything.
Yes!
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yes, we're gonna get there soon.
We're also gonna be in trouble if we let public opinion go down the path it's heading.
Either way, it doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna lose with the public opinion at this point.
Right.
Either for not going fast enough or for going too fast or whatever. Yes, there have been a great deal more instigating comments lately, and we're all trying so hard. Our inactivity must be upsetting. We should keep that in mind. Hint, 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 hint. Well.
Hi.
Ah, sorry to intrude.
I say well every time I see you. Sorry about that.
I simply happened to be passing by and had an urge to drink a cup of fine coffee here.
Thanks!
Please leave. No. I should be thanking you. This is one of the few places I can actually relax. My apologies. I'm sure it must be closing time soon. I will be on my way soon enough. I must be going now. The coffee was delicious. See you later in the metaverse.
You kind of didn't say anything at all through all that. You just said, thanks, I'm about to leave. Now I'm leaving. I was here, then I wanted coffee. I drank coffee, then I wanted to leave. I mean, normally there's about 300% more content in a conversation with Akechi.
Maybe it was just a yes, I'm still here sort of thing.
Yeah, probably so.
We did make a comment about how there was a lack of him after all.
Yeah, so he jumped in to prove us wrong. Okay, we're going to fit in one more confidant this episode. In the next episode, we're going to piddle around for like 1 or 2 more days, and then we're going to hit up the palace. We may or may not do it all in one go. We don't even know if you can.
We'll just see how the cookie crumbles.
While we were running around Akihabara, poking about, making sure everything was good before we started to hang out with Mishima, we heard a couple of things in the background, and Billy had an epiphany about this.
In the end, we're going to have to change the hearts of the populace by stealing the treasure from mementos.
It's gotta be it.
That's how this is all going to end. Because everyone's having these distorted desires of us. Are we going to have to face ourselves?
I don't think I'm not sure I'd go quite that far, but yeah, it's starting to really get out of hand.
Yeah.
And I am going to say you're right. So Mishima, we're nearly all the way done with your confidant too.
We're knocking them out of the park.
So you remember those guys who beat Akiyama-kun up? Well, it turns out they really were dangerous. I looked them up and found some seriously scary info. Apparently they're part of a gang that's involved in extortion stuff like that all the time.
No, we already beat Kaneshira's group.
I wish I'd known that going in. One slip of the tongue in that act I pulled and I would have been dead. Well, I am glad you're alive, but
you showed some real courage, buddy.
You kicked ass. You really think so? But I pissed all over myself again while I was researching those guys. Okay, dude. You are my friend. You really are a phantom thief. Although I see why you're not a phantom thief, officially. And you are a cool guy, and you don't give yourself enough credit. but I gotta tell you, you need to quit being so open about peeing your pants. It doesn't help you, and it doesn't help anybody else. It's not the end of the world, but just calm it down. I mean, it's like walking into a restaurant and being like, "Hey, everybody, did you know I peed in my pants today?" Like,
I don't think he was being literal, Damon.
people don't want to know this stuff. Well, maybe, maybe not. It's Mishima, so you never really know. Honestly, though, you're amazing. You weren't afraid in the slightest.
Botox. That's the secret to all the main characters in Persona.
A paralyzed face. I don't think you're correct.
Oh, well.
Maybe it's only natural after all the nightmares you've been through.
Yo, Mishima.
Hey.
Hi there. Whoa, it really is Mishima!
Dude, right? Nobody else could be this boring.
Yeah, Akiyama doesn't want to hear this crap.
Right? Hey, you figured out what you're gonna do after high school?
It's just...
Not yet.
How about the military? Nobody'd ever notice a zero like you stealthing around.
Ah, too true! I bet you could sneak in anywhere, huh? You'd be Japan's ultimate weapon! Cardboard box joke!
Shut up!
Akiyama-kun.
Huh? Something wrong?
Not exactly. Come on, let's just forget him. It's no fun messing with Mishima anymore.
What do you mean no fun? You're always the one screwing with him the most.
I don't know, guess I got tired of it. Hey, about before. I've been thinking, well, I should probably thank you.
Huh? Something happened with you two? You know, you have been acting weird lately, Akiyama. Don't think I haven't noticed all them bruises you've got.
No.
Before? I don't really know what you're talking about.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mishima. My bad. Yes, it was someone else. You've changed, though. Yo, Glasses. I always see you two together. You been coaching him?
Something like that.
Yeah.
What's great about this is I was actually going to say something like that.
That's so. I'm kind of jealous. Anyway, see you later.
Take care, guys. Make those two not be losers.
Right?
Become less of a loser yourself. You'll be fine. Wait up, Akiyama! It looks like Akiyama-kun's gonna be just fine. He's a pretty strong-willed guy, and I really have changed, huh? Do you think maybe now I'm starting to be like the Phantom Thieves?
Alright.
I'm gonna work even harder now to make sure I live up to your legacy.
You already were a Phantom Thief, buddy.
Yeah, he's already changed the target's heart.
Mm-hmm.
He helped somebody who was in trouble,
Yeah.
who was really quite hostile to him
Yeah.
before. What else do you want, man? I acknowledge that.
Yeah.
You know, I always used to think I couldn't amount to anything. But I somehow managed to step up and help Akiyama-kun with those thugs. It made me realize there really are things I can do to save people. That's why I started writing a documentary on the Phantom Thieves.
Huh.
The research I did on that gang Akiyama-kun was wrapped up in was actually what pushed me to do it. And now I'm basically putting together a massive log of all your activities from the fan site.
I don't think he's going to use your real name, Jiro.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
That's some serious pressure, but I'll show you what I can do. I mean, I won a composition contest back in 5th grade, so this shouldn't be any more difficult, right?
Oh, you poor fool.
Alright.
At any rate, we should celebrate today. My treat. Screw the fountain drinks. Let's go straight for the fancy fruit juice. It's 3 times the price, so it's gotta be 3 times better.
Only if it's red.
I'm
Meh.
feeling steak. I want steak. But I only have so much money. If you want to order anything else, it'll have to come out of your own pocket, okay?
That's fine, I got 7 million buckos.
I wish I could pay this for you. It's fine.
Right?
I appreciate the sentiment, but we need to be practical. Anyway, let's party until we have to go catch the last train. No refills because they aren't free. Woo!
You sure know how to party, Mishima.
No, we don't have time for this!
It's your boy? It wasn't your boy, it's your girl instead! You have tomorrow off, right? I'm gonna be on standby at the hideout. So, since it's a day off, we gotta play games. I'll bring an awesome one tomorrow. I'll show you the ropes so you can use it to let out your stress. It's a retro game called Power Intuition. Look forward to it.
Power intuition, huh?
Time to make like a tree. I'm just gonna keep using that one. Get it? Sakura? Tree? Huh? Okay. Well, gang, that's all the time we have for this episode. Join us tomorrow for much more of the same.
Oh, that sounds so wonderful! No, we're gonna mess around with a few small events, then hit up the palace. And stuff. So there, what do you think of that? Huh?
Okay, Jesus.